everybody, welcome back to another episode of Happiness Matters, the show, with me, Beanie Man, and Mo, the service dog that you can follow on Instagram and Facebook. And today, I have a friend of mine here, which, yes, I met networking. Again, most of my friends, most people I have here, I meet networking, which is cool. So Quentin Blanche, and his company, I totally forgot because I should take notes before I have people on the show, but but we're not talking about his company. He will let you know what his company is, but we're not talking about the business. We're going to hear his story, which is like pretty cool.
I guess so, yes.
So what's your company's name?
So I'm with a company that's a travel club. We have a product called Dream Trips, and it's a membership.
Okay, gotcha.
And so we just build a culture and do all kind of travel around the world.
Yeah, but you do other stuff.
Musician, gamer.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah, good question.
That's what I was going for.
I kind of let people kind of figure that out as time goes on.
The fun part.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun, all of it. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yes.
On your musician and all of this. I know you can't come to the birthday party, which is fine. It's like I love you because you're having a presentation tonight. Is that for the music?
Oh, that's for our business. So working with a lot of mentoring, coaching, developing.
Okay, nice. Nice. Very nice. So anyway, so tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, so Colorado Springs native, born and raised. Family's from Southern America, so like Louisiana area.
Okay.
My family in Monroe, close to New Orleans.
Okay.
And, Dad came out here years ago and fell in love with Colorado Springs, and so decided to move out here. Yeah. And just I guess have more opportunity and live in a good place, because where my parents are from, it's still it's slow to change.
Right.
And people's mindsets, and they wanted to always be progressive for their family.
Okay. Very nice.
I've been to Louisiana a few times since then. Now my grandparents, my grandma lives in Texas now, so we go there now.
But you're really lucky to have parents that are progressive and that are looking to, it's like, how can we better our lives and how for our children, and it's like, and go for it. That's awesome.
Of course, that was instilled in me at a young age, for sure. So you see them do that and go for their dreams, what they wanted, and you want to go do the same thing.
That's huge.
That's
huge. You hear that, guys?
For sure, yeah, little nugget.
Right. What? I love.
Almost like, hey.
I was like, hello, attention.
Interview me, right?
Okay, no, this is not how this works. I love you. Do you want to come up? Come up. All right.
There
cool. You go.
There you go. See, that's some love.
So anyway.
You're fine, Beanie.
At least look. Come here. Oh my goodness.
It's a big hug.
It's like, love my dog.
Yeah, he's a lover.
It's like, excuse me, this is the Beanie and Mo show. No, the Mo and Beanie show, so here I am. Oh, Mo. Can you get off? You're not quite
You got some love now,
man. Oh my goodness.
You got some love now.
I love you. Why don't you go get your toy? Get your toy. All right, there you go.
There he goes. And he's going to bring it right back.
Of course he is. Anyway.
yes, no, go for it, yeah.
So anyway, so back to you.
Yes.
And so they moved out here, and
yes. Kind of what happened next?
Yes.
It's
like I want it all.
Yeah.
I want the whole story.
And so, it's interesting. You're interviewing me, and I think that's awesome. Like, I appreciate it. Normally I'm the one asking the most questions, so I don't really talk about myself too much.
Well, see, and that's why I do the show, because I want to share people's stories,
right.
And to inspire others, to help others, and just see it's like, hey, you know what? If they can do it, heck, I can do it.
Right, anyone.
That's really why I do the show.
Of course, yeah. So my dad's a police officer. He's been with the academy for almost, I think, maybe over 30 years now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he's going to retire soon. My mom has worked in event planning. She's worked for the city. She's worked for... she's just really been in a civil service as well. So
right.
And then she had a wedding planning business that she's running with some business partners too. So I guess they're people oriented. So I get that from my parents too. And then I have a little sister. It's just us. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And
very cool.
I graduated from Rampart High School. Went to college for a little bit, and I'm a big video gamer. So I love playing video games.
Hey. Yeah. You're a millennial, right?
Yeah. Yes, I am a millennial.
And that's cool. So, quick confession here.
Yeah.
My oldest actually learned to read.
Okay, yeah.
Through video games, so they're not all bad.
No,
we
they're
had
actually very good.
Mario Brothers came out, and we had.
Yeah.
Oh my, I'm edging myself. Nintendo 64.
And that's a good system. I played that.
It was a great system.
Yeah, Mario 64.
And I actually beat the Dr. Pill game.
Oh yeah, the Dr. Pill. Okay, cool.
Whatever game that was.
So that's good. It gets you.
Fun fact. No, but no, my son was playing Mario.
Yeah.
Or Mario whatever it was.
Yeah.
You know, when the first Mario game that came out, and he was playing, and he always kept asking, he's like, Mom, what do they say? What do they say?
Yeah.
You know, you do it for a little bit, but you have other stuff to do other than like every 2 minutes to run to the TV to read to your kid.
Right.
So one day, being the mom that I am, I said, honey, you can figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And he did.
Right. Yeah,
so,
problem solving.
Fun fact. So video games. Yeah, exactly.
It's good for the mind. It's actually it's
in moderation. In moderation.
Some people, anything in moderation.
Right.
I mean, you know, I like Tawaka, and moderation's good, but I might go a little bit past depending on where I'm at.
Right. No, but I mean, so yeah, I get this, and I know it's like the whole millennial generation. I mean, my kids, you know.
It's just kind of the time frame.
Right. They're 25 and 22 now, so they grew up.
Yeah.
I mean, we've just gotten a computer when my oldest was 2.
Okay, got you. Yeah.
2, 3, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
No, 3.
Mm-hmm.
3, whatever.
Yeah.
A long time ago. But it was not a Commodore 64.
Man, that was
which I learned on when I was in boarding school.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really old. But it's okay.
No,
but anyway, so do you video games?
Yeah.
You like that?
Skateboarded, played sports, just what a normal kid would do growing up.
Right.
Yeah.
So what did you want to be when you grew up? While you were growing up?
Extremely successul.
I like that.
Yeah.
So another fun fact.
Yeah.
My oldest, he came home one day. And he's so cute. Sorry, Tim, I love you. But I have to share because it's so cute.
Yeah.
No, it was actually it was my younger son Patrick came home from school one day, and he's a ginger. He has beautiful red hair and he has the freckles and he's just so cute. It's adorable. Do you Rugrats? The cartoon, the Rugrats?
Yeah, I know the cartoon.
You know Chucky?
Yeah, I know Chucky. He looks like that.
That's Patrick.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was adorable. So anyway, so he comes home, he has this big, beautiful smile and he gets the dimples, you know. He goes, Mom, I want to be a paleontologist when I grow up.
Never heard that, but I like it.
I'm like, that is cool. What's a paleontologist? And I'm thinking, I've never heard that word, you know. It's like, what's a paleontologist?
Yeah.
And his smile got bigger and he goes, he's got billions of dollars.
Okay, so he has big goals.
And I said, go for it.
Yeah.
And remember your mama.
Yeah, of course.
You know, when you pick like nursing homes and all of that, and I was like,
remember me.
It was so cute.
Oh, that's so funny.
But then, of course, being the mom, I said, paleontologist. Where did you hear that? And of course, he goes,
what did he say?
Tim.
Oh man.
My older son.
Yeah.
So I laughed and I looked over at Tim and I said, so Tim. Paleontologist? I never heard that word, but I like it.
You can make up words if you want.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, go for it. And he goes,
Of
Mom,
course,
it's not billiontologist. It's paleontologist.
Oh, but the billion works though. Yeah, let's do the billiontologist.
I said, oh, but that's cool. I like paleontologist better. I still do. So, but anyway.
Of course, yeah.
So back. I'm sorry. Squirrel. So what did you want to be when you grew up? Other than successful. I mean, successful is great, but.
Probably NBA player, musician, which I'm still, building that because that's, I have I think the gift for that.
Nice.
I mean, truly, it would just be very successful and just being something that was where you could inspire people in a big way because you're able to live your dream. So I was always gonna live my dream no matter what. So I made that decision a long time ago.
Always live your dream.
Yeah, no matter what. And then I was not gonna let anything deviate me from that for sure.
Very nice.
Yeah. And so my parents always said, if you can set your mind to anything, you can do anything. You set your mind to it, you can do anything.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, dream it, believe it, achieve it.
First. Yeah.
I mean, that's really it. And my favorite quote, and I said it in another show, is from a guy named Neville Goddard.
I know the name.
And he wrote the book, The Power of Awareness.
I know the name.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
amazing. Yeah. But he talks about, and I tell people, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled.
And then you should have it.
Right.
So,
and it's like, people will always tell you, you can't do this, and you can't do that, and da-da-da.
Yeah.
But you need to understand that they're coming from their own limiting beliefs.
Yeah, and people don't get that piece that people have their own belief system.
Correct.
And just because you're asking somebody for advice, like you're
Exactly.
getting it from that source.
Exactly.
That might
So,
be the best source.
I mean, I grew up with it, and
we
you were
all do.
fortunate.
We
you
all
were
have
fortunate. You had your parents
insecurities,
is like, anything you want to do, you
good,
can be.
They gave me some
I mean, I told that my kids too, but. I also said other things in which contradicted it, and then and everything around.
It's life.
It's life. Yeah, now I know that when people tell you can't do this, that, or the other, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with their own.
Yeah, for sure. So if you want to go after something, like keep going.
Right. And now I tell people, it's like, please don't waste your energy and time telling me why it can't be done. Help me figure out how we can do it.
How we're gonna do this.
You know, so if you adopt that attitude,
of course,
there really is no stopping you, because now all of a sudden people are like, oh my God, yes, I want to help you.
Right, of course. I want to collab with you.
Right,
I want to point you in the right direction.
Because everybody is craving.
Sometimes some of the people you talk to are not the right ones, and then you get the right ones all of a sudden.
Right, and so many people are really craving for that positivity.
Yeah, of course.
For this, instead of we cannot do it, it's like, yes, we can, and like, this is how.
This is positive.
And I'm always like, oh, I love you. It's so cute. Okay, so you went to college. What did you go to college for?
So I studied minor in business and innovation, and then a game design major. So I did a little bit of programming. I can set my mind on anything and learn it. I just didn't like being behind a computer screen so long and studying so long.
Yeah, you get
10-hour days, 12-hour days. Yeah, you do. Yeah, and you're sitting here and you get all hunched over your computer desk, and you're just making a game. You're trying to make something
sunlight.
Simple. Yeah, and I like people. I like being out. I'm very social.
I noticed that. Like first time we met, we just.
I like.
And you might attract your tribe.
It's true. Yeah, you're a good person. You attract good people. Yeah, you're a good mindset. You attract people with great mindset. Yeah. So did that for a little bit, and honestly, do you want to hear a crazy story?
Yes.
So always. I was going to college, and I had to walk from where I would park my car, and then I had to go up this hill and walk to school.
Oh, you went to UCCS.
Good call.
Well, okay, so the reason I know that is because this last year my husband started. He started in August at UCCS.
Okay.
And we're not paying for the parking up there.
No, right?
So he parked at the bottom of the hill,
and you gotta walk.
And he had to walk up the hill. So that's how I know.
Yes, and this is like back in the day,
Hasn't changed.
Yeah, the walk to school. Whatever. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, and it was, I think it was winter time. It was a cold time.
Yeah.
There was a blizzard that happened, and it was actually pretty bad. Some places, like other schools, that canceled stuff, but UCSS was still having school. I was really, maybe not in turmoil, but I was really burnt out of school at that time. And it was about a year and a half in.
Because you went right out of high school.
And not right out. So I never planned on actually going to college. I was going to figure out some other way. And then I did get a job in the retail background. So I worked for, Best Buy, the Apple Store, different.
And there are other ways. You don't have to go. I mean,
you have to
but
be
we're pushing
the
it so on the kids is like, go, graduate from high school, go to college.
Yeah, exactly.
No, don't have to, because I think most kids.
You have to.
I know my kids weren't ready to go to college right away.
Yeah.
And most kids really aren't. It's like, take a break. Figure out still be an asset to society. I mean, don't leech off your parents.
Right, of course.
Do something. And
go work on something.
Do something.
Just
or
challenge yourself.
Travel. Or do something.
Travel
do something,
but
sure. So good for you for having that opportunity, not to having to go straight into college.
Yeah, my parents, the only reason I went to school was just to see if something could happen for me.
Oh, okay.
That was the only reason really I went.
So you were curious.
Yeah, if I'd meet someone, or maybe I might go make video games, but a year and a half in, I knew, nah. And, this.
Peace out.
Yeah, I literally, they say, high school dropout or college dropout, there's people that are successful on both ends, people that have graduated, people that haven't.
Right.
I was a college just stopped going. I didn't even drop out. I didn't call nobody. I was gone. It was just that day did a lot. It was, I guess, a defining moment. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you have something that happens just defines your life. And
sometimes it's just something tiny.
Yeah, it could be. It could be something huge.
But it's like, when you take a glass and it's filled to the brim.
Yeah.
One little drop of something different.
Yeah, it
spills it over.
For sure.
And sometimes.
And that could do everything. I guess I was more than full of spilling over at this moment. I just knew okay.
Oh, you were full of something.
I've had a few times actually, if I'm recounting, maybe 4 or 5 times where I've just made the decision. Nope, I can cut off from this decision. And so I'm walking from the place where you park at, but it's cold, and I had an art class in my game design major, and I didn't really vibe with art. That's not really mine. My art is in music.
Right.
And so I start walking up this hill to go to school, and it's a blizzard. It's kind of it's really windy. It's cold as heck. There's snow everywhere, and so I get to the top of the hill, and you can see UCCS. And it gets so windy, I had my portfolio in my hand. This art portfolio is kind of thin, and it literally rips from my hand. And all my art supplies go over the ground, all over the hill, and I can see my art supplies, and I can see the school. I can see my art supplies, and I can see the school, and I'm just like,
here's your sign.
Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? There's no really good reason why I'm doing this.
See,
and so I left it there. Yeah.
Lets you know it's
And I'm very attuned to those moments. A lot of people, here's why I think they're not successful if they really want to be. Those moments have come, And they still keep going. They pick up the art supplies and they put it back in and they just keep doing the thing.
I call it you should yourself.
Mm-hmm. You should all over the place.
You should all over yourself, exactly. And I did it for a long time. Until the universe kept hitting me with a 2x4 and I'm like, okay, fine, I get the message.
Wake up.
And ever since I walked away last year, April 1st.
April 1st.
You know, I mean, I'm not hitting walls anymore.
Right.
I'm still hitting little obstacles, but it's like, oh, attention.
Right, of course.
You know, refocus a little
back
bit.
on,
right,
track.
but I mean, they're not like, bam, in the wall and, you know, feeling like a failure yet again and miserable and frustrated because things are just not working.
Right.
So he's like,
Like,
so
why keep doing it?
Right, and I was shooting myself, so at first I said,
Love it.
So, and at first I told people it's like I quit until somebody introduced me at a networking event.
Okay.
And she said, and this is my friend Beanie Man, she just quit as a mortgage loan officer.
Man.
That hit me to the core. Oh my God.
Industry.
That hit me to the core.
Yeah.
Like, let's not talk about the mortgage industry.
Yeah.
Right, but that she quit hit me to the core, and I said, excuse me, no.
Right.
And I did it just like that. I was like, excuse me, no.
Yeah.
And I get this puzzled look, and she goes, what do you mean? And that was like 2 days after I walked away.
Wow.
2 or 3 days. I mean, it was within the same week.
Yeah.
It was within the same week when I walked away.
Right.
And I said, I did not quit. I liberated myself.
Yeah. How do you look at it?
And I still get chills when I say that.
Yeah.
Because it is so powerful. But words are so powerful.
Words are powerful.
It's like you quit,
Right.
but you liberated yourself.
Right.
That's powerful stuff.
Yeah, completely.
That is powerful stuff. And then of course people said, what do you do now? And I laughed and I said, me.
Yeah, me. I'm doing me. I'm doing, I'm building what I want to build.
I'll figure it out as I go along.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's unknown.
It is unknown. I mean, I know the direction.
Yeah, you know the vision.
But I'm not worried about the details.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the ifs and whats and whens and whys and who's.
Is this going to work? Am I going to work? Is this going to happen? No. Just go.
I just go with the flow. Actually, one of the chapters in my book,
oh yeah, put it in
book, it's go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
And I talk about not being in the flow.
Yeah, not being so rigid.
Right. Exactly.
It's
so
like dancing.
good for you.
It's like dancing.
Right. So you saw all your stuff there and you're like,
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I left it there. I think I called my mom at the time and I was like, well, I'm telling you right now.
You left,
college.
did you litter the neighborhood?
Somebody needed art supplies that day, so they got them. Forgive me, Colorado State.
Sorry, I just called you out. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean the charcoal will go back.
But I get it. No, but I get it.
Yeah, of course. No,
I get it. Sometimes you just have to like completely.
Yeah, I've heard that sometimes life change can happen from
And
inspiration.
we let you have the excuse for just leaving.
No. I have an excuse. I can get away with it. Yeah, I heard a while back that life can change in a single moment for sure.
Absolutely.
But maybe it's from inspiration or it could be from desperation. And I think that day it was a little bit of both. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I knew I had other dreams.
You were desperately inspired.
Yeah, I was like, I am desperate to figure out something else. This is just not for me.
True.
And I'm not saying college isn't, a good route. I think you can meet incredible people, especially depending on your career path.
Right, but it's not for everyone.
It's not for everyone. I think it's oversold to so many people, and you just got to know what you need to go. What you want out of life, what your vision really looks like. So.
I agree.
Yeah.
See, and I like the German school system.
Yeah, I know it's more trade heavy, right?
Well, it's actually we have we don't just have one size fits all school.
Right.
Going from first grade through. So I think they changed it from 13th to 12th grade now.
Okay.
It's not one size fits all.
Okay.
Because
of course.
We're not.
No, we're
one
all
size
different.
fits all.
We're all
exactly,
different.
And it's like not everybody has the brain capacity to make it through all of that. So how it is in Germany is everybody goes to elementary school.
Okay.
And that's 1st through 4th grade.
Okay, 1st through 4th.
4th through 4th. It's the basics, and da.
Yeah, of course we need the basics.
And then from there, and it's usually the parents that decide, and it depends on what they've been.
Right.
But then you can either do what we call Hauptschule, which is you end after 9th grade.
Okay.
And you do a test and everything, and that's when you go into trade schools.
Okay, so you go into trade.
And then you do an apprenticeship for 3 years, you work for a company, you go to school,
you get the hands-on.
Right, and you get a little stipend from the company, but it's really school and everything. And then a lot of times they hire people that they train, you know, because I mean, they invest money in them. So that's 9th grade. So that and so in short, it's really the blue collar, which is awesome. And we need. Oh my God, we so desperately need this here in America.
Yeah, we need more.
And blue collar here in America can make more money than college grads. So anyway, so we have so we do the 9th grade, which is Hauptschule, and then the second level is you switch to what we call Realschule, which is like it's kind of like a middle school type thing, and you graduate after 10th grade. You have to take a test and everything. You graduate after. After that, you still go on an apprenticeship, you know, but you can either do trades. Or you can go more into the white collar. You know, you can go like into the banking industry as a
lawyer.
No.
Oh no, not even accountant.
No. Well, maybe a little bit accounting, but this is more like, you know, you go into like retail sales.
Oh, okay.
Because it's still a trade over there. You still learn to be a salesperson. You go to school for 3 years.
Everybody should learn.
Right. Or you can become a medical assistant. You know, stuff like that. So more the assistant type thing, and the retail and stuff like that, or the banker, you know, bank tellers and stuff like that. And then we have what's called Gymnasium. Which is when you look at it, it's gymnasium. No, it's not a gym.
Gymnasium.
It's gymnasium. That's what I did, and that's 13 years of school.
Wow.
Well, it was when I went. I think they shortened it to 12.
And that was more focused in.
And after this, after you do the 13 years, I mean, I went through. I mean, the testing is more, and I mean, it's just more. But then after that, you can go in you can do anything.
So you can decide.
You can do into trade, you can do into
so
the
regular, which way
or you can go to college, university.
Okay, then do university.
And then you do university, and then you can become that lawyer and the doctor and all of that, but you cannot do this without the Abitur. But we also have the option, so even if you do the Hauptschule and you finish there, and then you decide, you know what, I'm better than this. I want to do more. You can go to night school and you can get your Abitur.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Which is when you finish gymnasium, you get the Abitur.
And then they go on into.
Right.
Oh, I see. So you decided to do 13 years of the. How did you pronounce it again?
Abitur Gymnasium.
Gymnasium. It's gymnasium, but it's.
It's gymnasium.
That's so tough in my.
I know. But I mean, and that's what we have, and I absolutely love that because now people don't get pushed through the system, and they feel stupid. And they feel like they can't do anything, and they feel like failures. And I think,
but and then you're carrying a lot of debt. You're carrying.
Well, there's that. But I mean, I think the school system. But I think the school system here in the States. You know, there's so many kids. They would so flourish if they had like the Hauptschule option.
Right.
You know, and then they're like, you know what? I feel good. I can do this. I'm a hands-on person. This is what I want to do. I want to fix cars. I want to do this.
Right.
You know, and or I want to do plumbing, or want to become a mason,
business,
whatever. Okay. But now they feel like yes, I am worth it. I can do this.
I have something
you know,
that I can build on.
But pushing them through the school here, through the 12th grade, and they're struggling from beginning to end because it's just not their thing.
Right.
What message is that sending?
Man, I mean.
And it just goes. I'm just saying, but it goes from there.
You just have to make a decision.
But anyway, so that was my thing on school. But good for you for saying I'm doing me.
Yeah.
So you walked away, and then what?
Worked retail. And it just got good with people. Just, you know, I love meeting people and talking to people. Maybe one of my best experiences after that was I worked for the Apple Store, and I did sales first, ended up doing training.
Okay, nice.
So I teach you how to use your Mac computer, all these things. So I had that.
I'm on Android and
that's fine. That's fine. No hard feelings. You're totally cool. Like everybody, we can't have a monopoly. That's world domination. So we need something different. I do like, you know, the culture behind what they've created, and Steve Jobs, of course, being.
And it's all about the culture.
Yeah, the culture.
It really
people
is
don't understand how people join culture.
Right.
No matter what it is.
Exactly.
And if it's strong culture, it's a good deal. So
hey, happiness is a culture, so happiness matters.
And people need to be happy. I mean, they need to, you know, I mean, sometimes you gotta do the hard thing to be happy, you know?
Yeah, but here's the thing, happiness is a choice. You can be happy no matter what.
You can choose it, you know, instantly. Yeah, and if you drive yourself and you challenge yourself, you'll be happier. Yeah. You know, but a lot of people, they're not happy because they've been sitting too long.
Because they shoot themselves. And they don't follow their flow. They follow whatever flow.
Yeah, they just chill. They're on chill, and you can't be. It's like I don't enjoy working out. I don't.
Hey, I'm with you.
Yeah, right, I don't.
Give it.
I don't.
I'm so with you.
I don't enjoy working out.
Does it show?
However, I love it.
Okay.
The result I get, that makes me happy.
There you
So
go.
after
That's
something
your
I
driving
hate, yeah, there's got to be a bigger why, you know, because sales is not easy. You get rejected. People think you're crazy sometimes, depending on what you're selling, whatever it may be. So that sucks for the average person. But whatever, like I have a bigger why, and that's what makes me happy is that I'm challenging myself, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
and then that accomplishment, that sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, especially when you. I mean, I think one of the guys I've been working on for the longest in my business, trying to have him become a client of mine, he told me the other day, he just looked at me and he's like, Q, you can retire now. You got me in, you got me started, you can retire now. I was like, well, I'm not a retirement.
Did you record that? Did you have that in writing?
I just have it here.
See?
He'll tell the story.
That won't hold up in court.
I'm not in retirement. I mean, I want to live a great lifestyle like I'm retired, but I'm definitely working towards something, you know? So I went from the retail background to, I got introduced to direct sales, to network marketing, and just really took off there. Good. You know, travel is a great product and a great thing to experience. And
it doesn't like to travel.
We have a great leadership program.
Nice.
And, you know, if you work at it, you can be successful, and that's what I ran with. Yeah. So
let's talk about your music. What kind of music?
R&B, good acoustic guitar, piano, harp.
Now, do you create your own?
I do. I do.
Nice.
Yeah, I write music. So I started writing maybe earlier this year.
Oh, very nice.
And just really have always wanted to, and so as I continue to do it, I get better at it. So
maybe you can write me a happy tune for my show.
I might be able to. I know some people who. Oh, actually, someone comes to mind her whole persona is happiness.
Because my son Tim with Naughty Bass, that's my intro and outro. I mean, it's the same tune, you know, and he did it for my podcast actually for Beanie Bits. And I was like, but it'd be nice to have that starting out, and then maybe something a little bit longer in the end, so I can show a little bit more stuff at the end too.
Oh man, of course, play more.
I smart that
and
way.
you're improving.
You're plus I mean, helping somebody else get their talent out. Yeah. You know, because
share that with your network and letting people.
Because I mean, I'm not just about spreading. I'm spreading that. There's the German.
The German.
I mean, spreading the good vibes and the stories and everything. I mean, I also want to help the people that I have on because most of them have businesses, you know. And even though we're not pitching the businesses, but I'll put the contact info at the end. You know, and sometimes there's just more than just a 3-second thing.
Of course.
So I need a little bit more music.
Yep. I have somebody who's
so that'd be fun.
Someone who's a singer, definitely.
That'd be fun.
It's like that song, I'm sure you've heard it, Happy by Pharrell Williams.
Oh my.
Yeah, who hasn't heard that? She's that kind of like feel in nature. So
I need to meet her. Is she here?
She is local, yeah. Her name's Angela.
We need to have her on the show, because we need to spread some happy here. That'd be awesome. Yeah, connect me. That'd be great.
Okay, you got it. No doubt.
So do you also perform now, or?
I would love to. So the closest to performance, I've done karaoke, and really, guess I got a good response.
I shower-oke.
Karaoke. Yeah. I think we all are the best singers when we're. Woo-hoo! I could do this.
And I sing along as I go up, like you know, from at the party, the Fat Daddy and Fat Horn Doctors. My friend Rachel, they playing, and I'm sitting my chin.
So you're dancing.
Oh yeah. I'm doing the chair dance, and then
music
I
is
howl.
Awesome.
I howl along.
I'm sure it's not howl. I'm sure it's.
So would you perform like if people want to have an event like for birthday parties and weddings or something? Is that something that you?
I guess I would. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been asked to sing at people's weddings. So.
Nice.
So I'll sing them a song or two, a love song or two. That's right. You know.
So do you have a site where there's some samples, and so when I put it in the credits?
Soon to be. The goal is to have an album done. So probably about 12 songs, 13 songs.
Nice.
And I have one that I'm working on producing right now with my friend, and connection out in LA, so we'll see how that goes.
Very cool.
And then I actually probably have 2 or 3 more that I have that I can't wait to start. as soon as this one's done.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
That is awesome. So I don't know if you noticed this guy. So when he's talking about music, you see how his whole being lights up? I mean, it's not just like, this is really something I like. It's like, no, this is something I really like. I mean, it's just
music
like,
is awesome.
Bam.
Yeah,
music is amazing.
Yeah.
Music is amazing. It can lift you up. It can bring you down.
Yeah,
or it
we all
can
can
just
relate.
like,
We all can relate. We all listen to music.
We all do.
Yeah,
we all do.
Some type, yeah.
Yeah. That is so awesome. I'm excited
so we'll
for
see
you.
what happens down the road, and just making an album's the number one goal right now. So.
Right. No, I think that is.
Yeah.
I love that. that was really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so fun. So since I stepped into me.
Yes.
Of
course.
And again, your vibe attracts your tribe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really blown away of the people I attract.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The circumstances I attract.
That seem to come together.
The situation. I mean, I don't believe in coincidences anyway.
Yeah. The word just means.
Right.
Yeah.
It is just so amazing, and I know with your music and everything, you're attracting exactly who you need to get to where you want to go.
Yeah, some crazy stories. You can't make it up.
You can't. No, you really can't.
You
really can't make it up. It's like it's like with my show. I mean, I just started, and my goal is, of course, to get a gazillion subscribers because I think everybody needs happy. So
of course,
everybody share with your friends, subscribe.
Yes,
thanks.
Please, please do.
So no, but I mean, and earlier this week, somebody shared my post.
Okay. Yes.
And
yeah, boom.
I'm now booked up to do recordings through August.
So you're building, because you made a decision.
I made the decision, and the universe says, "Oh, finally, here you go. Have it all figured out."
Here's somebody you need to meet. Here's a person you need to interview. Here's a networking event, or here's a
Right, and I'm so excited to have these people on, and some of them will be Zoom, so I'm moving over to Zoom as well, because I get more and more people from over the country now that would like to be on the show and share their story.
For sure.
And inspire and share happy
you
and
never know
and
who
do all
sees it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you never know.
Yeah,
exactly.
You never know.
And I had a conversation yesterday too. It's like you can have the same conversation with a person 10,000 times over. You can tell them the same thing 10,000 times over. They hear exactly the same thing from somewhere else.
And it's completely different.
And all of a sudden it's like, it's like with kids.
Oh,
it's like raising kids. I don't know how many times I told my kids, blah, 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 blah.
Boom. Over their head.
Never
heard it.
The neighbor or friend comes over, tells them exactly the same thing, and they're like, okay, over
it. It's a good thing that, clean room.
But that's just how we are. But that's just how we are.
Yeah, probably not welcome
and
in
a lot of people,
sometimes.
Sometimes we're just not ready to hear the message.
The timing, for sure.
Right, sometimes we're just not ready to hear the message. And that's why I love doing the show, and it's just
somebody
fun.
might say something that resonates with you.
And I was telling my friend Rachel Stovall.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
We had a radio show together.
Oh yeah.
Here on the local community radio a couple of years ago. It was called Happy News Now.
Happy News
There's
Now.
a theme there.
Happiness Now.
Happy News Now.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time when we had our launch party at the studio there. And we did a little vendor event. I mean, we made it a big deal.
Yeah.
And I remember her coming out from the actual recording studio into the big room.
Okay.
And I was there. I had the happy board, where people can put up there what they're happy for and everything.
Yeah.
And she comes up and she sticks the microphone gives me the microphone and goes,
boom.
There you go. And I was terrified.
So you were,
I was terrified.
Still.
That microphone scared the cheapers out of me. Oh my gosh. It scared me so bad. And I was like,
what am I gonna do? You just boom, your brain kind of just like.
And then we did the show, and my segment was Matters of Perspective.
Yeah, okay.
I shared the little tips and stuff, for our listeners to what they can do to add to their happy or find their happy and stuff. Right. But every time I was on, I was so nervous. I was shaking, and I was putting it in my head over and over, and I was like, oh man, And now.
You just do it. You get more comfortable.
Well, because I get now.
Easier.
Well, and not only does it get easier, but for me it was what actually pushed me is like people need to hear. There's others out there.
You take the spotlight for just yourself.
Right. It's not about me. I mean, my book, my story is not about me.
Right. You're just serving.
It's not about me.
Yeah.
It's about you.
Right.
It's about everybody.
Right.
And it's like, if you find a little nugget in my story to help you.
And you get a little bit of inspiration, or maybe everything you need. Yeah, dance a little bit.
You know, and that's, it's like, I mean, if what I do can make a difference for one person.
Mm-hmm. That's a big deal. Because that one person can
Worth
change the
it.
world, man.
Worth it.
Yeah.
And for that one person I do it, but I already know that because I have people come
you just
up.
keep doing it. You just keep doing
Right,
it.
and I mean, I'm sure you have that too. People come and it's like, oh my gosh, you inspired me so much. And it is so wonderful, and it's like...
You just, I'm just playing my part.
Right.
Just playing my part.
And I'm like, it makes my heart sing.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
It really makes my heart sing. It's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Right.
I appreciate you.
Right. I appreciate you.
You know, I appreciate you, and not
Set
just
the energy and then...
Right, you know, and for sharing that.
Yeah, of course.
For opening up about that.
Right, of course. Because it's not, I mean, some people, it's hard to say that.
Right, right. So, I mean, it is just so, and that's why we do the show here, and that's why I do what I do, because happiness does matter.
For sure. I mean, for real.
Right.
Completely.
And, I mean, what better way to spread happy than with music?
Oh, that's, it's such an influence, yeah.
So I cannot wait for your album to come out.
This is good R&B music. My friends call it baby making music. So just know that if you're on a cruise and you listen to my album,
I don't want it anymore. Don't mean I can't listen.
It might not be. I apologize if you can't. Yeah, I can't take any responsibility for. Trust me, I feel good about it. I feel really good.
That's good. I like that. I like that so much. Wow, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
well, thank you so much for being here today and sharing your story.
I'm glad I can add some value, and
right.
Of course,
I mean, it is just. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
It's fun. It's so much fun, and I will put your info. So I will put his info at the end, like I do with everybody.
Yep, they can find me on Facebook. That's probably where I'm most active on social media.
You live on Facebook.
I don't live on there, but I'm on Facebook. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
Yes,
awesome.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Thank you guys again for listening. And as always, be happy, be kind, be love. Bye.
Bye.